This is not the cousin of the crossbow, it's the BAC Mono. Check it out right here, right now. Greetings petrolheads and welcome to RomRom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing and to its a mod world where we test different mods for different sims to see if they add to our enjoyment. Welcome to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. When time permits, please consider subscribing. This here is a mod by the Reboot Project. While they mostly do track reboots, taking over tracks abandoned by others and making them better, they've published this update version of the wonderful BAC Mono, a real car built since 2011. While the makers call it a street-legal supercar, let's face it, you won't take the Mono out to drive to the supermarket anytime soon. This is mostly a car you take to the track, either to speed around by yourself or in a wonderful race with other Mono owners. Not only is this car all shiny, but it's also wonderfully detailed. Check the stitches on the felt or all the other details. This is nice to drive in and nice to watch, quite detailed and even lovingly done work. While I said at the beginning that this car is not the cousin of the crossbow, it feels similar in that it's a lightweight racing car with a kinda oversized motor. The BAC Mono came out 3 years after the crossbow and there may be an idea or two BAC got from the crossbow, but they are not that similar. You have to be careful with your inputs, especially the pedals. While the car is not a prima donna by far, if you hammer down the throttle or the brake, this car is not going to react well. You have to get a feel for it and press the pedals accordingly. Once you get into the flow of how to handle the car, it's a pleasure to drive it around. But careful when downshifting. Downshift oversteer is powerful in this one, especially between the third and the second, but also depending on the speed and therefore the torque of the motor between 4th and 3rd, and I even had it once downshifting from 5th to 4th. Learn when it's right to downshift and when not, or you'll lose control of this beast. For my taste, this car and this mod got the right combination of stability and power, allowing you to push the car to the limit as long as you take care of understanding well where the limit is. And even when going over the limit, I'd say I've never slid so graciously as with this car. One thing this car does, it misleads you with regards to the speed. It being so light, you don't feel that force on the wheel and think you're going slower than you are. And when you want to brake, it's too late. Let's all be happy we don't feel the acceleration or deceleration or other G-forces on our body. I get the feeling they are bonkers when sitting in this car in real life. You will, by the way, have to train yourself to brake sooner than you may be accustomed to, partly because of the speed, but partly because you have to press the brakes lighter than normal to avoid locking them. The default setup is quite good, although I found myself changing the brake balance to avoid lockups. It may be me and my style of driving, and it may be something you'd want to do too. The AI is good, even if not better than normal. I recommend you to train extensively before racing with this car, as you have to have internalized the changes in driving style this car needs. Great sound with the screeching of the tires having different levels, even different sounds, and you being able to hear exactly where it's coming from. Only the gear change is very loud, but maybe it's the same in the real car, which unluckily I've never driven. If you like this video and would like to see more and better produced ones, consider becoming a patron, thus letting us spread our wings. And a big thank you to our first 2 patrons. This is a more than fine mod that will bring a smile to your face once you've learned how to drive it. It's more fickle, reacting to your input than most other racing cars, except the crossbow maybe, but it's just a thing of gaining muscle memory and practice. I would not recommend sim racing beginners to start with this car, but if you feel you are already moving your racing skill set from beginner to intermediate, I guess you will have enough skill to keep this car on the tarmac. And I'm quite sure racing against other people on your level is going to be quite enjoyable. Another thing that is quite enjoyable are our many videos in this channel, so check the playlist to the left or the video to the right. Until next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we'll see each other on the podium.